Yo, what is up, folks? Welcome back. Jason Gaddis here with the Relationship Schools podcast, where we're trying to teach you how to be a smart human being and a smart couple if you are partnered or you will partner one day. And we provide you loads of resources. We interview experts. We share our own experience here, our students, my wife and I, and other thought leaders on relationship. Because we believe the planet is going to be better off if we know how to listen to each other and we can work through our differences effectively. Of course, that's one of the signature things we teach here at the Relationship School is how to work through your differences with other people, including yourself. So if you want to get hip to our courses and classes, we are full and sold out for our 9-month training this year. That's right. We have a huge crew of people that are going to descend on Boulder, Colorado and get the download they never got on how intimate relationships work. If you want to come play with us, you can apply now for next January. Okay, you can get on our wait list in case someone bails, but you got to apply and you got to interview with our growth coordinator, Steve. And Steve's an amazing human being and a great coach. So check it out, okay? relationshipschool.com/DPIR. Hey, thanks for all the reviews on iTunes. Thanks for the love there. Thanks for following us on Spotify and Google Play now. And remember, Apple Podcasts. Just subscribe. That way it just pops up on your phone, okay? You want to make this idiot-proof so you don't have to go searching for the latest episode. You can get a notification on your phone. Boing! The podcast is up, all right? Okay, and then if you want to join an interactive dialogue about the podcast every Monday right now, I'm showing up in the Smart Couple Relationship School Monogamy group on Facebook, and I'm doing a Facebook Live on Mondays at 2. So if you want to play, come join that group, and you can get in the interactive discussion. And I can also answer your specific question if you're courageous enough to ask. All right, today I'm talking about, what am I talking about? Right. Why trying to change your partner is impossible unless, all right, there is an unless. There is an exception to every rule. Okay, when I was a psychotherapist back in the day, this became one of the number one issues I would see day in and day out was person A would come in complaining about person B, if only my partner would, and then fill in the blank, our relationship would be better. So I wrote an ebook. If only my partner would blank, then our relationship would be better. You can actually buy that on my old website, jasongaddis.com. Now, what's ironic here is the sad truth that most of us do want to change our partner, right? There's some things that we're like, oh man, like I think my wife, if she had her way, she would change how I floss my teeth. Maybe, I don't know, honey, if you're listening, what do you think? We want to change certain things about our partner sometimes. We just do. They have little neurotic behaviors, or they're just kind of dense and they don't want to work on the relationship. They don't want to go to relationship coaching. They don't want to be in a mutual relationship. They don't want to do the work. They kind of want a fantasy. And so, of course, you want to change them and be like, God, if you would just listen to this fucking podcast, then our relationship would be great. So I want to say I can empathize with you. I hear you. I can appreciate where you're coming from. I spent over a decade of my life trying to change every single partner I was with. Unsuccessfully, of course. Although some of the more insecure women tried. So a lot of them, I was really into rock climbing at the time, and I took every one of them rock climbing, like, come on, you got to be a climber. And, bless their heart, they would try to rock climb. And most of them had no interest really in rock climbing. They just didn't want to lose their relationship with me. So they would betray themselves and come rock climbing and kind of not like it. And I would judge them. And that's kind of how the relationship went. I just kept trying to change them. to fit into my values and priorities and the way I see life. And this is kind of one of the core issues with human beings in general, is we want other people to be different. If our political leaders would be different, if our neighbor would be different, if our parents would be different, if our kids would be different, the relief that would bring. You know what I'm saying? But I think you all know that, and you're getting smart listening to this podcast, that ain't going to work. Unless, there's the big unless. You're like, what in the hell is this unless stuff? So let's see if we can find a drum roll here. Unless you change yourself. Mwahaha. Unless you change yourself. Believe it or not, many of you are stuck trying to change the other person without looking at your own side of the street. And some of you are like, no, I'm listening to this podcast, I'm going to therapy, blah, blah, blah. But there's something missing because you continue to try to change your person. And once you change yourself and you accept them for who they are as they are, they change. Because they've got the judgy person off their back. And they're like, oh, I can be me. So you go work on yourself and you get inspired about your own life. And you double down on making your relationship with yourself extraordinary. And you invest in that. And sometimes, lo and behold, your partner starts to find you more attractive because you're less judgy, because you're less contracted, because you're more inspired. And you're like, hey, I'm going to be fulfilled whether you're sitting there like a bump on the log or not. I am going to be fulfilled. And I'm not going to make it my fulfillment dependent on you. And we work on ourselves. Now, granted, our fulfillment can increase, in my experience, when we have a mutual partner, because it just adds a lot of color and support and challenge to your life that wasn't there. Or maybe it was in a different form, but you now have this amazing partner. Yeah, it can add richness, just like children can, or just like helping other people can, or a cool new job can, or a new location. Sure, that can all help. But ultimately, our fulfillment is our job. It's our job. Okay, so please watch that habit to change your partner and instead get the focus on you and how I am going to be fulfilled myself, and I'm going to invest in me. And I'm going to just take a fast for 1 month. Here's your action step. You're going to fast for 1 month on trying to change anything about them. How they load the dishwasher, how they speak to you, how they listen to you, how they do their life, how they do their job, how they do money, nothing. You're going to fast for 1 month. 1 month. And report back. Okay, at the very least, try it 1 week. Report back in the Smart Couple Relationship School Facebook group. And we can talk about it live. How did it go? Fast from trying to change them and find out for yourself what happens. And see if they change. Not as in like I'm going to look every 5 minutes to see if they change, but as in I'm genuinely going to turn the other way and just like I'm going to love them, but I'm not going to keep trying to make them different. I'm just going to live my life. Let's see what happens. 1 month. And, start with a week, baby steps if you want. Go for a month. I think a month you're going to get a lot more out of it. Okay? That's your action step. And report back when we see each other in the Facebook group. Okay, a link will be in the show notes. All right, instead of trying to change your partner, take one of our classes. Learn how to communicate, learn how to listen, learn what their values are and how they're different from yours. We call this the compass. Learn what their direction is in life, what their North Star is, and start learning how to communicate with them in what they care about. I'll show you how. Go to jasongaddis.com/IP product. All right? I will show you how to do this. Okay, see y'all next time. Hey, thanks so much for listening, Relationship School fans and Smart Couple listeners. please subscribe to this YouTube channel, all right? Do us a favor, subscribe, share one of these videos with a friend, all right? We want to help the planet get their act together around relationships, and you are one of them, so thank you.